Hi, welcome to CGTN and our live coverage of the World Yo-Yo Contest being held here in Shanghai, China. I'm Xu Mengqi, and we have a very special guest joining us today who will be co-hosting with me, and it's Marcus Cole from Singapore. Marcus isn't just any, guest. He's really the one to talk to for some more insights into professional and competitive yo-yo, because he's a pro himself, and he's not just any pro, he's a world champion. Thank you, Marcus, for joining us. Give our audience a brief introduction of yourself.
Hello everyone, I'm Marcus Cole, the 2011 world champion, and I come from Singapore.
2011 world champion for, they are...
Oh yes, I'm the 2011 world champion for the 1A division.
Okay.
So it's the single-handed yo-yo.
I learned that yesterday because in this world contest this year and in pretty much every year, there are like 5 divisions, 5 different types of playing yo-yo, right?
Yes.
Different styles from 1A to 5A.
Yep.
And mind you, 1A is with 1 yo-yo,
Yep.
2A, double A is with
2 yo-yos.
But
3A is also 2 yo-yos.
Yeah, so it's not 3.
A little different. Maybe we'll show you later. And 4A is where the yo-yo flies. The yo-yo is not attached to the string. And 5A is where you play yo-yo where the string is not attached to your finger.
Okay, so we'll ask Marcus to do a demo pretty soon, but as you could see probably behind the screen, there is a live contest going on, and it's the A2 division, right? The double A,
Yeah,
the 2A division. So what is 2A?
So basically 2A is where you play very fast yo-yo with 2 hands. So right now, this yo-yo player on stage from China is the only representative from China that's competing.
I think we should go right into the contest. Let's go live and then come back to do our demo. It's the only Chinese contestant today for the 2A division. You can see the audience is very, very stirred up. They're very excited. So he's Cheng Hao. That's very fast.
Yeah. So the reason why 2A is so hard is because you have to execute both very fast movements at the same time while not tangling up the strings.
It's obviously very hard with 2 hands, like 1 yo-yo in each hand.
Yeah.
And he has, 3 minutes for his...
3 minutes freestyle. Okay. So he has to sync his... It's not enough to just do difficult tricks. You have to do difficult tricks on the beat with the music.
So the contestant chooses his or her own music?
Yes.
I've noticed there are a lot of fast rhythm.
Yes, that's because they want to impress the judges and get as much points and do as much tricks as possible within 3 minutes. Because in competition, it's all about freestyle, doing your tricks with the music, and doing as most tricks as you can in 3 minutes.
So far, he's doing pretty well.
Yeah, he's doing good.
Well, this contest is being held in China for the first time.
Yes, very first time.
So I talked to some Chinese contestants yesterday, some Chinese yo-yoers, who said in the past when the contest was held in other places, in other countries, they didn't have the chance to really participate, or the money or the time. But this time they really, whoa! High five! See the reactions from the audience.
Wow, great performance there. Our Chinese contestant. Wow.
By the way,
Yeah.
for your info, that Chinese contestant is the Asia champion. So last month,
For this year?
yeah, for this year. So last month we had the Asia Pacific Yo-Yo Championships. All players from Asia were gathered
Where was it held?
in Singapore actually.
Okay.
So normally, every year the Japanese will win the 2A division. So
And we do have a lot of Japanese players today.
yes, every year the double A champion is always Japanese. But for this year, that Chinese player beat the Japanese for the first time, and that was like.
I actually talked to him, Cheng Hao, yesterday, and he impressed me by saying that it's not about competing with others; it's about competing with yourself, and just be yourself. And when you are on stage, you don't really notice others.
That's right. Your biggest enemy is yourself, not other people.
Next up is the Japanese.
So
player.
this Japanese, right? He was the 2017 Asia champion. He competed again this year and he got second. So the Chinese player was the one that beat him this year.
Okay. So a lot of eyes on them too, I guess.
Yes, yes. So yeah. So their skill level is very close. So we need to see how he 他的表现怎么样在台上？对。
Are you ready? Give Arata a few more seconds. Arata's ready. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome from
We have 10 contestants who enter the final for 2A division.
Oh yeah, I can hear you.
We have 10 contestants who enter the finals for 2A division.
Yes.
And there's only one from Hong Kong, one from Chinese mainland, and all the rest are from
All
Japan.
the rest are from Japan. Yeah.
But Japan isn't where it started, was it?
I believe it started in the Philippines. But, yeah, but I'm not too sure because Yo-Yo is the second oldest toy in the world. So it's even older than Christianity, than some religions actually.
Really?
Yes. So it's even before the calendar, the human calendar was formed. So there's rumors, people say that it started from Philippines, but I'm not too sure about that. Yeah.
What did I say? You are the one to talk to.
Thank you.
Cheers from the crowd.
So another element you see in performing is that these players, they try to interact with the audience. Yeah, as much as they want to do as much tricks as possible, they want to interact with the audience by doing some gesture like this or like this, something like that, so that they can interact with the audience and give the judges and the audience a better time. So when they give a good time to the audience and the judges, they stand a higher chance of winning too.
Do you see his style being different as Cheng Hao, the previous Chinese player? Like, does every one of them have their own?
Yes, every one of
Style?
them have their own perception and own style of yo-yoing.
This one is not as fast.
Yes, this is not as fast.
Like, I am a layman, but still I get excited. I get
So as you can see, his tricks are not as fast, but it's more simple to understand, and it's more visually appealing, more easy for people to understand his trick.
But yo-yo is very cool.
It is cool. It is cool.
Do you see yourself as cool, as being cool?
I think I'm cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, 三位选手 our next contestant, also from Japan, let's welcome Fuji. Hiraku currently ranked second in the world. Let's see if he can do it this time.
So just to let you know, among these 10 competitors, the one you should watch out for is, I'm pretty sure it's the last competitor.
Really? Let me check the name.
Competitor, yeah.
This year, Shanghai, China.
Yep, Xu Takada.
Xu
This guy,
Takada.
the moment you see him on stage, you can tell he is different from the rest of the players.
Really?
All right, judges.
That is because he mixes
Okay.
b-boy dancing. He mixes dancing.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Wow.
welcome from Japan.
This is the seventh
Seven.
contestant. We have 10 in total. The music, this one is a little different.
Sorry?
The music is a little different. I saw a lot of those. Like,
That trick?
yeah.
Yes, that is like that's actually a basic trick.
Ah,
Yeah, if it looks hard, it's not. That is considered a basic trick.
okay.
By the way, I know this player personally. Can you guess his age?
I don't know, a lot of the guys, I guess they're really young. But this one, the audience are applauding to the beat. Maybe 20,
He's about 30 already.
30. So there are old players as well.
Yes.
I saw some of the kids who were even just less than 10 years old yesterday.
Yes.
And they were competing.
Yes, in fact, the kids are the one with the advantage, I feel, because they have more time to practice the sport. Us adults, we have to juggle between work and yo-yo. So normally the kids are the one with the advantage.
Uh-huh. Is that a difficult one?
Yeah. So whenever you see his body go against the flow of the yo-yo,
Nice pose, man.
Competing now off Japan, bringing some interesting new invert elbow reps there. Hoping he can turn number 2 into number 1.
We could see, like, on the board, are those mostly sponsors or
yeah, all the
manufacturers
brands,
of yo-yo?
they are the sponsors and they are yo-yo brands all over the world.
So there are actually quite a big community of
Yes, actually
yo-yoers.
it's kind of like the whole world plays yo-yo.
Our last 3
So there are some like American brands, China brands, Japanese
finalists.
brands, Malaysian brands, many brands.
Music is ready. 我们最后3位。
This is the kid.
Yeah, he's very, very young, but very good.
In the meantime, judges are.
So, like, how do you guys know each other? You're based on different regions.
What do you mean by how do overseas players know each other?
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen,
Very simple.
from Japan,
We are all together in this hall. We love playing yo-yo. So the moment we see a good trick like this, it makes us want to like socialize with them. So when I see this guy, or like, hey, this trick is so nice. It kind of makes not only me, everyone. I believe everyone has shared the same thoughts as me. When we see a good performance on stage, we just want to go up there and like, hey, congratulations, you did a good freestyle. Show me that cool trick you did on stage. Something like that. So I receive that a lot, and I'm also a giver of this kind of treatment. So yeah, like you say, look at this. It just makes me want to like, hey, congratulations, you did so well just now. So that is how like the whole yo-yo player, the whole world of yo-yo players, we are all like kind of interconnected. We are like one big family, basically.
So we see, apart from the tricks, the movements, your body movements also matter, right?
The body movements also matter, yes.
And I guess you can have more advantage if you're a good dancer.
Yes,
Like-
yes, I would say yes. That's a mistake.
I didn't know this.
So the yo-yo stopped and he had to restart it with his hand. So he literally gave the yo-yo spin with his hand. So that was a mistake. Yeah.
But does that give the player a lot of pressure when it happens?
Yes, a little, because he needs to catch up with the music. So he needs to play faster, which is very dangerous because when he plays faster than the usual speed, he has more room for mistakes. Another thing to notice is, if you notice their face, their mouth, they control their breathing pretty well. Yeah. So after they finish a difficult trick, they tend to exhale like, whoo, so that they regulate the air pressure in their body.
So it's like any sports,
Yeah, just
basically.
like any sport. Yeah. As you can see, he failed to catch his yo-yo on the music. So that is considered pretty bad.
Pretty bad?
Yeah.
Oh, that's too poor.
Okay.
Is this the last one?
No, this is the second last contestant.
Also from Japan, Takuma Yamaoka. Of course, Takuma, 3-time world champion, gunning for title number 4. 我们来自日本的选手，他是3届。
So we could already see audience are giving us some feedback. So we have some viewers joining us, watching this live.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so if you just joined us, this is a live coverage of the 2018 World Yo-Yo Contest being held in Shanghai, China.
Yes, this is the biggest World Yo-Yo contest ever in the history of World Yo-Yo contests.
This is the 27th or 26th year.
I kind of forget it.
Yeah.
It's been so long.
I talked to the head judge from the International Yo-Yo Federation, who is responsible for organizing this contest, and he told me some history of this contest. So it was used. race in the States, mostly.
Started in the States, yeah.
And then they started moving this contest around as more people from more players from different countries started to join.
That's right.
And they started moving around since 2014. And this is the first time they came to China.
Yeah, that's right.
So we saw audience commenting that it's good coordination, amazing coordination of hands, right? Is that a big part about what yo-yo is? What yo-yo is about? It's
Yes.
eye-hand coordination.
Yes, you have to have good eye-hand coordination, and even if you don't have it, you can practice it. So it is not something. A lot of people think that it's a talent, but it's not a talent.
I guess if you start
All
young,
this you see on stage requires years of practice.
right?
So, like even for me, when I first started, I did not have like great coordination of hands.
But
Yeah.
but you have to like track the movements of the yo-yo with your eyes. Does that stress your eyes?
Not really. This is where practice comes in. Where you have to repeat repetition. You have to keep practicing the same thing over and over and again until you can do it with your eyes closed.
Really?
Yes. So at first, when I first started yo-yo, I had no talent and coordination at all. In fact, like my teacher was like, "Oh, I think you're hopeless actually." So I was like, I'm a slow learner basically. So I took a long time, but after a while, I got to have good coordination because I spent a lot of effort on the yo-yo.
So it does train your left brain and right brain at the same time, right?
It does,
Because you're playing with both hands. For this 2A division, this
That's
style
right,
of playing.
That's right, yeah. You need to spend some time on this sport and train your coordination. A lot of people tell me, oh, I don't have the talent for it. I don't have left right hand coordination, but that's not true at all. You just need to spend time and effort on the sport. Yeah.
You know, watching this makes me feel, and makes a lot of people feel, I guess, that we are not really playing yo-yo. We weren't playing the real yo-yo until we saw this.
I would say like this is modern yo-yo. Modern yo-yo. So in the past, yo-yo is a very simple toy.
Yeah, it still is for some.
Yeah.
Including
but now
me.
I would say yo-yo is like a sport, a competitive sport.
Right.
Yeah.
It's evolved a lot in world
It's
stage
evolved
recently.
a lot, yeah, a lot. Yeah. One reason why it has evolved so much is because of technology too.
How so?
So like the yo-yo spins because of a ball bearing, and we have a lot of technological advancements in the ball bearing yo-yo. So for example, we have a concave ball bearing where the string always remains in the center no matter what you do. So because of all these technological advancements, because we can produce better quality aluminium, better quality plastics, our yo-yo standard has also increased. By the way, this is the last one.
The last one.
Coming up in this round.
There are some fans of him in the audience, obviously.
Because right now, let's welcome your reigning
You were saying he's a b-boy or
He's a dancer.
a dancer? Good luck.
I would say he's probably the coolest yo-yo player in the world.
The coolest.
He's the only one who can do b-boy dance together with yo-yo.
That would be quite a spectacle for us.
Yeah, actually, I don't need to tell you how good is he. He can show you himself.
Show us then, man. And that is Takada
Yeah, Xu Takada.
from Japan.
Judges ready. All right. Xu Takada.
We are ready too.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome from Japan, Xu Takada.
Whoa! agile with his body. There you go. You can see the reaction from the audience. That's a good interaction. That's a good flow.
Yes, he's able to get the audience clapping without asking them to clap.
There's no mistake so far, right?
There is just very small mistakes.
Barely noticeable to a layman's eye. This is acrobatics.
Yes, this is acrobatics. This is like a whole different level of yo-yoing already.
Totally. Do you think he's going to be the champion?
I think he will be the champion again. He was last year's world champion. I'm pretty sure he'll be this year's world champion. So
But he didn't compete in the Asian champion.
he didn't compete. Yeah.
That's why, okay. I didn't, yeah, I had a look at the file footage of this year's Asian championships, but I didn't see him.
Okay, check this out.
There we go, the world champion for sure. Look at the audience. That was quite a show.
That was crazy.
Well, that will bring us and the audience to a break of the contest, right? Because after 2A, there's what, a 10-minute or 15-minute break before the 3A division kickstart. All right, let's move outside.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Let's go out and play yo-yo.
We'll come back in 10 minutes for the next session of the contest. Whew.
So as you can see here,
It's a foggy day.
yo-yo shops. So they are the brand sponsors of the World Yo-Yo contest. So some of them have their own shop set up. And for example, like that last world champion you see, he is representing Yo-Yo Factory. So
Oh, the one we saw just now, the dancer one.
Yes.
Yeah.
So a lot of times these yo-yo players are important ambassadors of yo-yo brands, because once, like for any yo-yo players, once they see them do so well with those yo-yos, they will want to buy the yo-yo that the world champion uses. Yeah.
So that's for. Is that how pros make a living? You know, by working with the.
Yes, that's how they make money. That is when they get really, really good, like world champion standard. That is when the yo-yo companies like Yo-Yo Factory, Rewind, they will sponsor they sponsor them, and they'll be the representative of their company using their yo-yos.
Yeah, we can see like the audience are flocking out. Maybe there are some young players you could see. Let's do some demos.
Okay.
I think I'm like really looking forward to it, and I'm pretty sure our audience are as well. So that was Yo-Yo on stage, but we have a world champion right here who can show us like what really the different divisions, different styles of playing are.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
in yo-yoing, there are 5 different styles of yo-yo. For the people who don't play yo, I would say it's the 5 subjects of yo-yo. You have
Subjects.
English, Maths, Chinese, Science. So yo-yo, you also have the 5 different subjects of yo-yo. So the first subject or the first style of yo-yo is the 1A division.
Yo-Yo 101, 5 subjects from 1A to 5A.
And by the way, for the World Yo contest, there are 5 world champions crowned every year.
So for each of the category, there's
Each of the category,
there's a
there's
world
5,
champion
there's
title.
World champion.
Okay. Yeah. By the way, this is the finals day for the World Yo-Yo contest. It's being held in Shanghai, China, and the first session this morning was about the double A contest. And in about 10 minutes, the 3A contest will kickstart, and in the afternoon, also in the morning, there's an artistic performance contest.
I think it's the artistic performance. Yeah. Then in the afternoon is the 1A finals.
1A final,
Yeah.
5A finals.
1A finals,
4A.
finals. Basically, all the different divisions finals will be in the hall today.
But for me, it's like only there's an easier way to categorize the different
Yes,
styles of
that's
playing,
why I'm
just
gonna
with
make it-
one yo-yo or 2 yo-yos, right?
That's why I'm gonna make it easier for you guys to understand.
Okay.
We're not gonna go so technical into the yo-yo.
Show us.
So 1A, single-handed yo-yoing. This is how single-handed yo-yoing works. So if you can notice, the yo-yo doesn't go up to the hand. In the past, right, yo-yo is just,
That's how I play yo-yo.
this was how yo-yo was played in the past. But right now, in modern yo-yoing, what we call modern yo-yoing, this is how yo-yo works. So you can do tricks like this.
I'll give you some space.
And you can do tricks like this.
Oh, wow. So that's 1A.
That's single-handed.
Single-handed
yo-yo. Yeah,
yo-yo.
where we play yo-yo with one hand. Yeah.
Okay.
So why is single-handed yo-yoing so interesting is, firstly, the yo-yo doesn't come up to the hand. Only when I want it to come back up, then I will make it come back up. So this division, this category, single-handed yo-yoing, is the most competitive. It's the most competitive
Right.
category.
We have like more than 500 contestants
Yes.
taking part in this year's contest, and I think 1A division has the most.
The most every single year.
Yeah, the most
Yeah,
players.
because I would say it's the easiest to start, but the most difficult to master.
Like
So-
for this afternoon, like for the 2A and 3As, we have only 10, but for 1A, I don't have the data
For
here,
1A, you have
but
about 20 contestants.
Yeah,
In
yeah.
the finals. Yeah.
so what's the
The interesting thing about this single-handed yo-yo.
yeah, you get me.
Let me open this yo-yo and show you like why this yo-yo is so interesting.
Yeah, you were mentioning to us like back in there, how technology has helped advance yo-yo.
Yes, that's right. So if you can see, right, this yo-yo is made up of an aluminium body. It's the kind of aluminium you see in aircraft. So
Maybe you could show it close up.
in the past, yo-yo was made of plastic, but right now it's made of metal.
可以看到这个特写吗 ？OK, yeah.
And this bearing you see here is the one that keeps the yo-yo spinning.
This one
Yep, this one.
it cannot be detached.
Yeah. So as you can see, right, this bearing is a little curved in the middle. Yeah, the reason for this is because we want the string to stay in the middle as much as possible so that we can reduce friction.
Oh, okay. Wow.
And how are we able to get the yo-yo get back up again? Is because of this.
Like the elastic.
The elastic rubber. I would say this is like equivalent to the braking tire you use in cars. So when you brake, the car stops, right? So this is like a stopper for the yo-yo.
Oh, the rubber.
Yeah. This is this rubber you see here is the one that causes the friction and causes the yo-yo to come back up.
Oh, that's why I've never like really and elected a yo-yo.
So this is like the brake pedal, the brake pedal. And if I throw this yo-yo down and I do not do anything to it, it can last for about 10 minutes spinning.
That's what we call in Chinese sleep, but I guess in English it's stall, right?
It's called sleep too.
Sleep too. Okay.
Long sleeper.
I never pulled a trick like that. I never, even though I tried.
It's called the long sleeper.
Maybe we can learn to do that. How? Like how? How does it happen?
It's actually
Easy?
pretty easy. Yeah. Let me show you.
Let's see. So Yo-Yo 101, 1A,
So
sleep trick.
So this is how you throw a long sleeper. You throw a muscle this way, and then you throw right down like this. Straight down.
I was playing the yo-yo this way, and I got packed by someone yesterday and saying you should throw it out, like outwards.
Yes. You should.
Not this.
Yeah. This
But what's
is
the difference?
This is the wrong way
Why?
because when you throw this way, right? If you notice, the spin is very, very small, so it can die out very easily. You want to have a strong spin like this. So you can see it feels much stronger, and when it's stronger, you can do like more tricks.
So there's more strain in
Yeah,
there.
there's more strength, and then you can do more tricks in one throw. Yeah, and that is very important because you want to do as much trick as one throw and not like keep catching back, because every time you catch back, you waste time on stage on the competition. So you want to throw a hard throw and then like do a very fast kind of trick.
Yeah, so okay. The 3A will start very soon, so I guess we'll learn the trick of sleep maybe.
Yeah.
That's an easy one, right? Later, after, afterwards. But 3A is different to 2A.
Yes, 3A is different.
In what
a little
ways?
different.
It has two yo-yos as well, right?
Yeah. Can I show you?
Of course.
Yeah.
That's the best way. Tell me I forget, show me I remember. You can see he has a bag full of yo-yos. Is it different type of yo-yo?
More or less, it's different from the 2A yo-yos. It's different
In
from
what way?
double-handed yo-yos. Okay, so to make it easier
Or in simple
to
terms.
understand again, 3A is like double-handed metal yo-yos.
Metal yo-yos.
Yeah, 2A is double-handed plastic fast yo-yos.
Also, it's metal and plastic.
Yes. So double-handed yo-yo is the kind of yo-yo you see on stage.
I just heard the host like shouting, so maybe the 3A contest is going to start very soon.
Yeah,
like
very
just
soon, but
show
not
us
yet,
first,
sometime.
so you can have a better idea like what 3A division, 3A style is.
So 3A, basically just think of 3A as double-handed metal yo-yo. So you do two-handed yo-yo, metal yo-yo.
Is it more difficult than 2A? Like how is it different apart from the yo-yos being different?
Okay, it's different because 2A is very fast. Double-handed yo-yo is very fast, but this version of double-handed yo-yo is a little bit slower.
Right. I was here. Yesterday was the semifinals, and I was here. You could notice it's very evident that 3A players, from the music they choose, you could see the rhythm is
A little
slower.
slower, the music rhythm is a little slower.
So that they could pull more string tricks. Is that so?
Because it's just the nature of the yo-yo. You have to throw two yo-yos at the same time, and you have to do like string tricks like this. It's like you have to set up the trick, not like today where you have to like.
Okay.
So it's a very intricate form of yo-yo.
So, which among the 5 types is the most difficult?
Okay, it's a little bit difficult because 2A is the most difficult to start, but once you master it, it's easy. 1A is the easiest to start, but the most difficult to master. And every other division have their own set of difficulties, so there isn't really any difficult, like most difficult yo-yo category.
Okay.
But I would say the most entertaining yo-yo category would be the double A,
Yeah.
two-handed yo-yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be the
It's lucky that we got that today. Yeah. So we were talking about how yo-yo started. You said it probably started in the Philippines.
Yes, probably.
Yeah.
Not confirmed.
And is the second oldest sports
Second oldest toy in the world.
Yeah. But yeah, in recent years it's become more popular as a competitive sport in many parts of the world.
Yeah, it has become like it's not a toy anymore. Like we yo players, we don't treat yo-yo as a toy. We treat it as a sport or a beautiful art form. Yeah.
We know that competition yo-yo starts in the States, but where are the world's best players from? We saw that 2A division have a lot of Japanese players.
The world's best players are from Asia, mostly from Japan and Asia. Yeah.
Asia, not the States, not Europeans.
Not the States.
Because I've heard some say so.
The States are good, but the best has always been Japan.
Are there differences in the styles?
There
like
is a
how
lot of
Europeans, Americans, Asians play?
Asian styles the Asian style of playing yo-yo is very different from the American style of playing yo-yo because I think it's because of the way of life. Like
Really?
in Asia, we take things more seriously generally. So we take competition very seriously too.
There's someone says the Asian style is more speed oriented, whereas the European or American style is more tech oriented.
Yep.
I heard from a German player yesterday. So you agree with that?
To make it more simple for the audience to understand, Asian style is fast, European style is slower. So that is why you can see the difference between fast and slow. So that is the reason why Asian world champions are normally from Asia. It's because we take yo-yo very seriously and we practice it until we get very fast at it.
That's also why this year's contest is said to be the most competitive, because being held in Asia, there are more Asian contestants, right?
Yes. When it's held in Asia, there are more Asian players around the world which can actually afford to fly to Shanghai and actually compete. As compared to previous years, like probably last year when it's held in Iceland, it is actually pretty difficult for some like Chinese players, Singaporean players to
I've never been to Iceland myself.
Yes, because firstly we have to apply for visa or something, so it gets a little bit difficult. And the thought of spending like maybe $5,000 just to go there and maybe win or not win is very, very scary for.
And a lot of the players, yo-yoers, are just like playing as a hobby, right? So
most of them play as a hobby and want to do well at competition, I would say.
So I think that 3A already started because we're hearing audience applauding.
The first audience.
But let's get a look at the contestants. There are 10 of them. So for the 3A division, there are 10, and there's players, yo-yoers from the US, Japan, South Korea,
Yeah.
Singapore,
Yes.
and that's it.
Yep, that's it.
All right, let's see, like, what are
Yeah, we should see.
the different, like, American, Korean, like Singaporean style?
Yeah,
Let's get back in.
basically just American and Asian style.
Okay.
That's two kind of style.
大家可以期待一下。Because Hiro 2 times he is Asia champion in 2015 and 2016.
Oh, Asian champion for 3A division.
Seconds. Judges, are we ready? Yihua Tan, are you ready? Okay. Taishiro, are you ready? All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's see how 3A is different from 2A.
Taishiro Higashi.
So as you can see, it is much slower than the double A, the double-handed plastic yo-yo.
It is. It is. The balls tend to stay on the strings more, right?
Yes, yes. As compared to the looping, which
Yeah,
is
yeah,
very
yeah.
fast-paced, it is more, I would say it's more intricate and elegant. Yeah.
Sometimes beauty lies in being slow.
Yes, yes. There's beauty in speed and there's beauty in slow yo-yoing.
For those of you who just joined, this is a live stream of the 2018 World Yo-Yo Contest being held in Shanghai, China. And we are now broadcasting live the 3A division of the Yo-Yo Contest. And 3A division is a style of play that with using two yo-yos, right?
We use two metal yo-yos. Yeah, two-handed metal yo-yos.
And with me is Marcus Cole from Singapore, a 2011 champion, world champion for the 1A division style of yo-yo. Marcus will be commentating with me today.
So that is a mistake.
Oh yeah, that's more obvious.
So this is the difficult thing about 3A. Once you make a mistake, once you make a mistake on your right hand, you forgot about your left hand, and that's where this kind of mistake happens, where the yo dies on the left hand.
We could see the audience trying to cheer him up.
So you spend a lot of time working on that mistake because it's
Right.
easier for the strings to get tangled up
Yeah,
during
yeah,
the trick.
yeah. There are more string tricks for this
Yes.
style. And the space is also narrower. Like when we have 2A, it's like the balls are, the yo-yos are flying out.
Yeah, it's flying all over the place, but this is very,
Like you control the space.
it's very controlled. Yeah.
There you go, Taishiro Higashi.
A very gentle bowing. That was a very gentle bowing gesture.
Another thing about the gesture you see in Japanese yo-yo players, their mannerisms are very, I would say, very perfect. So they're always aware of their body language. They always take a bow. They always position themselves properly before they play yo-yo.
Ah, okay. Yeah, you could see culture there. Yeah, the influence of
I do
culture.
not need to tell you that they are Japanese players. The moment you see the way they play, you know that they are Japanese already.
DJ's ready to rock. Of course, Yuko Yamaguchi, 26-year-old.
What are they doing there?
So right now, he's setting up the yo-yos on stage. we always have competitors always have backup yo-yos. So just in case, we get into a very messed up tangled knot. Like in the past, when we play yo-yo, we sometimes get stuck in our yo-yo. So that happens on stage too, and we cannot afford to spend time trying to remove the knots. So that is the backup yo-yos. Yeah.
Judges ready to rock. Yu Yamaguchi, are you ready to rock? All right, ladies and gentlemen,
He was, while he was preparing and walking around, he looked like an athlete. He looked like an athlete while he was preparing and walking around. Like, you know, in Olympics, people are like the weightlifting athletes.
Yeah, he's basically like warming. This is his way of warming up for the stage. Actually, I have thought of a better term to explain this to people who don't play yo-yo. Double-handed synchronized yo-yoing.
Synchronized.
Yeah, as you can see, it's more synchronized as compared to 2A, where it is very fast. Yeah, so I would say a better, easier term for people to understanding is double-handed synchronized yo-yoing. Yeah.
That worked for me.
Yeah. There's one general rule in yo-yoing that makes yo-yoing look good is the flow. So no matter what category of yo-yo you play in, flow is very important. When you have good flow, you stand a good chance of winning. So the difficult thing about 3A,
It's the same with music.
yeah, actually it's the same with music. So the good thing about double-handed fast yo-yoing is that even if you mess up, you can still get back the flow pretty easily. But for double-handed synchronized yo-yoing, once you make a mistake like this, the flow kind of stops. So the mistakes are more obvious.
Yeah. You could see probably that he broke up the whole performance into segments, right? So when he moves around, like walks a few steps towards that corner, he's like starting a new set of moves.
Tricks. Like, for example, after this trick, this is the ending.
How could you tell that was going to be the end?
I think because I myself have been freestyling for so long, so I know I can just
how
understand.
players choreograph.
Yeah, the moment I look at them play yo-yo, I can understand what they're going to do. Because I myself, I choreograph my own freestyle too, so I can. It's kind of like a telepathy. Yo-yo is like a yo-yo thing, yo-yo players thing. The moment.
Telepathy.
Yeah, telepathy.
What's the opposite of freestyle?
Opposite of freestyle. I think
We know that each of the player like choreograph their own moves, their own set of tricks, but is there another way of like competing or performing? Why do you call this
freestyle.
Yeah.
Because freestyle is about giving an entertaining performance. It's about synchronizing your yo-yo tricks or your yo-yo performance with the music. So that is why we call it a freestyle. So the opposite of freestyle is just playing yo-yo
Without music?
without music.
Oh, that's why.
So it's just like, it doesn't look as impressive as freestyle.
Are we ready? All right, Judges are ready. We want, are you ready? All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome from Republic of Korea. We want.
Oh, this one's from South Korea.
Yeah, I think he's the only South Korean player in the 3A division. Yeah.
He is.
Yes, he's the only Korean player.
Japanese still dominant the 3A division.
Japanese are kind of dominant in almost every category of the yo-yoing. Yeah. I would say they are like, Japanese people are perfectionists. Yeah.
I agree. You yourself is going to be a judge this afternoon, right?
Yeah. I'm going to be the 4A division judge, so it's the off-string category, where the string is not attached to the yo-yo.
So it's with one yo-yo.
One yo-yo, but it will be a flying yo-yo.
I'm looking forward to seeing that flying yo-yo. Was that a mistake?
Slight, small mistake. You've gotten better at being able to tell mistakes.
Well, that was a nice ending.
There you go,
A general rule of thumb, if you notice the yo-yo suddenly stop its flow, it's normally a mistake.
Right. It's all about flowing.
All right, our next contestant coming up on stage. He is the reigning champion of Asia from Japan, Mizuki Kakimoto.
Another Asian champion.
Yep, he's this year's current Asia champion.
Were you there for the Asian Championships?
I was there.
As a player or a judge?
As a player, as a player.
Was it quite competitive?
It is competitive, but not as competitive as the World Yo-Yo contest.
Shanghai, China. You guys are watching.
So how about the community of yo-yoers in Asia? Is it like growing, still growing?
I would say it's not growing as fast as it used to, because a lot of kids nowadays would rather spend their time playing handphone and computer games. But it is still growing. And that is because, right, the parents want them to play yo-yo. So in the past, when we were kids, whenever we asked our parents to buy us a toy, they would say, no, do your work, focus on the studies. Now it's the other way around. The parents want to buy them the toy, the kids say, I don't need that toy, get me a handphone instead. So it's a very interesting change in dynamic.
You could even tell that the players they stand out in their way of dressing, like in their choice of fashion and how they wear their hair.
How they wear, how they present themselves is very important. All these things that you said, right, is actually factored in the judges' score as well.
So did he pull a very difficult trick?
Yes, and if you notice, his flow has never stopped at all. That means he has 0 mistakes up to this. Okay, that's 1 mistake. Yeah.
It happens. It happens.
So when the music reaches the climax, that's where they try to do their most difficult trick. Whenever you hear the music, like getting really intense.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Okay, that was a major mistake.
Towards the end, that was a pity.
He tried to do the most difficult trick at the last moment, and he kind of got nervous, and he didn't hit that trick.
What was the audience saying?
Sorry?
Like audience were giving him some feedback or like.
They were like, if only he could have hit that. That was the reaction.
Maybe we'll watch another one and then we start doing some more demos for our audience.
Okay, sure. Can I see the players list? Actually?
Sure.
Looking to take down the rest of the world.
Okay, so generally when you look at the sequence, right, it's normally the last few players who are the best players. So we should take a look at this player from Singapore and the last player from Japan.
Okay.
These two players are one of the best players right now in this competition.
We're right now at the 6th contestant.
Yeah, right now.
Tomoya.
From Japan, Tomoya Kurita.
Okay. The 6th contestant from Japan, Tomoya Kurita. It seems like their his yo-yos are the same as one of the earlier contestants. Maybe they're sponsored by the same manufacturer.
It looks the same, but it's actually different.
Is it?
Yes. Oh, this guy is good.
It's not like exactly synchronized,
but there's some form of like synchronized pattern among the yo-yos. Yeah. as you can see, there's always some form of pattern, synchronized pattern in the way the yo-yo moves. So you can see sometimes it's two yo-yos doing the same thing or two yo-yos doing different thing, but it still looks the same.
So he's wearing a kind of sleeve on one arm.
That is to reduce the friction when his yo-yo string gets in contact with the arm. By the way, he is this year's current Japan national champion.
All the world's best are here.
The interesting thing about yo-yo competition is that everyone beats everyone every time. So like, you know the Asia champion?
So you don't stay as a champion all the time.
The Asia champion I told you about, he's also from Japan and he competed at Japan Nationals. So he got beaten by him and then sometimes he gets beaten by the other Japanese guy too. So yeah. So that is a very big mistake. See, the moment you make mistake on one hand, you make mistake on the other hand because you have to focus on like one hand and then after that on the right hand.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, competing out of Japan.
So the next contestant you see on stage is from Singapore.
Personally,
he's my friend, and he is like kind of like my student.
So, like, how many years of yo-yo have you been playing?
I've been playing yo-yo for 15 years, and he's been playing yo-yo for about 9 years. So I was like the first Singapore world champion. So after I became world champion, he was the next Singaporean player to be inspired by me. And I would dare to say that in the whole of Singapore, he's the only one who dares to dream this big of trying to become world champion.
So he has inspirations.
He has a lot of motivation and
ambitions as well.
ambition. Yeah.
Judges are ready.
Let's wish him luck.
Yeah. Good luck, Thor here.
Judges are ready. Thor here. Are you ready? All right. Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh, his performance yesterday was pretty cool.
Yes. He was one of the top players yesterday. As you can see, his style is very different from the usual style you see compared to the past competitors.
Like, how different?
I would say that he plays a little faster than the average player who plays this category.
Some of the hand moves, gestures are like magicians, you know?
Yes, yes, yes.
He gets a lot of hoorays from the audience.
Yes, this is because his style is very special Yeah, and it's very different from other players. Oh, come on.
The crowd are telling him it's okay.
The crowd kind of wants him to do well too. And not only for him, whenever we see anyone makes a mistake on stage, we'll try to like, hey, relax, calm down, you got this kind of thing. So it's a very, we are just like one big family again.
All right, that's enough for the pros. Maybe we could. We are asking Marcus to do another demo of a simple 1A trick. Let's move outside. It's our only chance to get free tutoring from a world champion. I couldn't find the other yo-yos you gave me.
The lighted yo-yo?
Yeah, so we'll probably use this one.
Okay.
Oh, it's actually in my pocket. Can you hold this for me? Thank you. So yeah, this is, as promised earlier, this is a one-on-one tutoring session about a simple yo-yoing trick. And our special teacher, a world champion, that's a very unique treat for our audience.
Okay.
So what are, as a beginner, as a completely like me, a complete beginner, what is the simple but yet...
The first trick you learn.
Okay, the first trick.
Is it? Yeah. Okay, the first trick I think everyone learns is, I would say, is one of the cooler, iconic tricks of yo-yo. It's called rock the baby. So this is how you do rock the baby.
How do you call it?
Rock the baby? Maybe rock the baby.
Vog.
Yes, rock the
Never
baby.
mind how it's called. So like this.
Like this.
Okay,
Yep.
I can see why.
So I think everyone who plays yo-yo, they know this trick. Yeah. So it's actually a pretty simple trick. Let me explain it to the audience. So firstly, you throw a sleeper. Your left hand takes 50% of the string, and your right hand takes the remaining 50% of the string. And then you open up your left hand, and then bring the string down. And that becomes rock the baby.
So the yo-yo is sleeping.
Sleeping while rocking the cradle, rocking this triangle. So it's like a baby, you're rocking the baby to sleep. Yeah.
The cradle part, building the cradle part seems easy, but I guess the hard part is making it sleep, keeping it asleep.
The hard part is your basics. You must get your basics right. You must throw a good sleeper. Yeah.
Okay, so how do I do this? Can you hold this mic for me? So you need to tie the knot in a specific way as well.
you tie the knot, you put the loop through the string. So it can go as big as possible and as small as possible, like this.
Okay.
So once it gets tied to your hand, no matter what you do, it will not fall out.
It's usually the middle finger, right?
Yes, the middle finger.
And then you throw it out.
If you want to show a muscle. Yeah, you got it. Very good. That's good. Yeah. It's sleeping. Catch it back. For a certain amount of time.
Let me try this.
For me, I just, when you use it, I just put it back up and spinning it again. Yes, like this. It's okay, we can learn first. Yes. Let's try it with a dead yo-yo first. Dead yo-yo? Yeah, do that, do it normal works. 50%. And then, open it up. Yes, like this.
Okay.
So this is not the baby.
Go sleep, baby.
Yes. Now you can try it with the sleeping.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, our time is running out for today. But you could do you do your own videos, like tutorials?
Yeah, I have my own. I have my own yo-yo trick videos, yo-yo tutorials, and personal coaching videos too.
Yeah. So if you're interested, you could follow Marcus. Tell our audience like how to follow you and.
Okay, you can follow me on Weibo. My Weibo is Marcus Koh, MarcuskoH. And if you have Facebook or Instagram, you can follow me on Marcus Koh, but the O is a 0, so Marcus K0H.
Okay. So yeah, if you want to learn the tricks, you could go online and learn those tricks from Marcus. And that will be it for our live stream today. But if you want to keep following the contest, you could. There's an official YouTube channel by the organizer. It's called Yo-Yo.
I think there's a live.
Yo-Yo TV.
Yo-Yo TV.
Yeah, on YouTube. Or if you're in China, you could watch Douyu TV for a live stream of the rest of the contest today. And that will be it for us. You could. Thanks for watching, and if you only joined us halfway, you could rewatch the whole thing, replay the whole thing from CGTN's website or our app, CGTN. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.